Hello, boys and girls. Okay, we're skipping 9-6 and we're going straight to 9-7, which is measuring and comparing lengths. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure each object with this ruler, and then we're going to compare the lengths to see how much longer or how much shorter one is than the other. And what does that mean? What are we going to do if we're comparing to see how much longer or how much shorter? What do we do when we compare? When we compare, we always subtract. I hope you said subtract, okay? Because we want to know how much longer is one than the other. Okay, so we're going to start with this paintbrush and this pencil. So first, I'm going to measure the paintbrush. Whoops, hold on. So I am going to move the ruler, the centimeter ruler. So you see the size difference between a centimeter and an inch? Wow, it's a big difference. Line up the edge. There's no 0 on here, so the 0 pretty much is the edge. And this one, and none of them are going to be exact. We're going to have to say about. So the paintbrush is about 9 centimeters. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to write 9 centimeters. Okay. And the colored pencil is about, now it's not exact, it's kind of in between, but it's closest to the 5. So the colored pencil is about 5, we're going to say. And I'm just going to put that back up here, right? So now listen to the question. How much longer is the paintbrush than the pencil? How much longer is the paintbrush than the pencil? We have to compare the lengths. So we have to see kind of how much is this section here, how much longer is it, okay? So when we compare, we always, you got it, subtract. So here's going to be our number sentence, right? We start with the bigger one, 9, and we're going to subtract the smaller number. And that's going to equal 4. Watch, I'm going to prove it to you that this from about here to here is about 4 inches. Watch, that's going to be the difference. If I bring my ruler down, watch. So from here, so now I'm going to go straight up to about here. And look, see? About 4 inches. Because this 4 plus this 5, which is over here, makes a total of that 9. Same as the part whole, right? Okay, let's take a look at another one. Same thing. Let's measure this straw first. First we measure. And if you look where this ends, it's closer to the 6. So we're going to say that that one is 6 centimeters. And let's look at the string now. That one is close to 8 centimeters. So we're going to put 8 centimeters. Okay. So now we want to find the difference between the length. I want you to look at this word difference. The difference is always the answer to a subtraction problem. And when we're comparing, we're looking for that difference, the space between the two, the difference, okay? So that's also a clue, difference. So let's see, let's find the difference. We start with the bigger number, 8, whoops, minus 6 equals 2. So that means that the string is 2 centimeters longer than the straw. And it makes sense because if this is 6 and we add 2 more centimeters to it, it'll make the 8 from here. So this is 2 centimeters long. We need 2 more to get the same size. All right, let's take a look over here. The paintbrush is about 9. And that toothpick is about 4. So I'm going to fill in my numbers, 9 and 4. So the paintbrush is 9 and the toothpick is 4. So the paintbrush is blank centimeters longer than, that's the comparing words, right? Longer than the toothpick. We know we're going to compare. How much longer is one than the other? Comparing. When we compare, we always subtract. Okay, so now let's fill in the number sentence. Okay. Oh, let's see. I could even use a different one. All right, no, that's a highlighter. Go to the marker. All right, so we start with the bigger number, 9 minus 4 equals 5. So the paintbrush is, so the difference between the two is 5. So the paintbrush is 5 centimeters longer than the toothbrush. Just 2 more problems. Okay, I'm going to compare, measure the length of each object, complete the number sentence to find the, there it is again, the difference. That means subtract. If you don't remember, difference is the, just like sum is the answer to an addition sentence, difference is the answer to a subtraction sentence. Okay, let's measure the crayon and the string. The crayon, I would say, is a lot closer to the 6, right? So we're going to say the crayon is 6, and the string, make sure you line up over here. Remember, there's no 0, so just put it from the beginning, is closer to the 8. So we have 6 and 8. We're going to fill those numbers in. Okay, so 6 centimeters for the crayon, 8 centimeters for the string, and now we have to find the difference. We're going to subtract. So 8 minus 6 equals 2. So the difference between the two, the answer is 2. The yarn is 2 centimeters longer than the crayon. Okay, let's take a look down here now. Last one. That one, the string is about 7. See how it comes? I'm going to just show you because I know I had a question about, somebody had a question last time. We stop where the item stops. So it stops there, so it's 7. We don't look at the rest of it now because that's all measuring air. Okay? That's 7, about 7, right? And the paper clip is about, line it up, ends right here. So it's about 4. So we have, so I'm going to move my ruler out of the way. And we have 7 and we have 4. So we need to find the difference between the two. So how much longer is the string than the paper clip? Or you could say how much shorter is the paper clip than the string? Same thing, still subtraction. So 7 minus 4 equals 3. So there's your difference, right? The string is 3 centimeters longer than the clip. And what that just means is that paper clip is 4. I need 3 more centimeters to be the same size to get to that 7. And that's all you have to do. Just remember, when you compare, you always subtract.